Thank you to Pique for sponsoring, more on them later. Today I'm sharing a decluttering routine for beauty and wellness. Hello everyone, Jennifer L. Scott here, and welcome to the Daily Connoisseur. I am the author of the Madame Chic series and Connoisseur Kids, and I love to explore the concept of living well at home. And clearly a major component of living well at home is living in a clutter-free environment. I recently did a video that focused on the dark side of clutter and how it can affect us negatively. It's scientifically proven that clutter can give us stress, that it can cause us to gain weight and be unhealthy, and I can leave that video linked in the iCard up above. But today I want to focus on the positive side of decluttering, because ultimately when we declutter, we are contributing to our overall beauty and wellness, not only ours, but that of our homes as well. So I have been tackling the clutter, both in our pantry, also my children's closets, because they're growing out of their clothes, the old clothes are piling up, old toys that they don't play with, and so I'm really needing to go through all of this. But I caught myself because as I was decluttering, I was stressed about it. Because when you're decluttering, I don't know about you, but this is how I am. I always think, there's probably something better I can be doing right now, you know? Certainly something more enjoyable. But whenever I'm decluttering, I kind of feel like it's not the best way for me to spend my time and that I could be doing something else more productive. I don't know why I think that, because I have to do it, you know? So anyway, I found myself with my shallow breath, rapidly just trying to get through it as quickly as possible. And as I was noticing that, I'm thinking, this is not conducive to my own beauty and my own wellness. You know, allowing myself to get worked up in this state over decluttering. And it was my children who brought me out of it. I am the author of Connoisseur Kids. There's a whole section in this book about how to get your children excited about cleaning their room, decluttering, and everything. And it's one of my favorite parts of the book, because when a child is inspired like that, and I've seen it in all of my children, it's wonderful. Like when they start going through their things and taking care of their room and their possessions, it's really a beautiful thing to witness. And my kids like to make films. I think it's because they see me do YouTube. So they all are like little mini filmmakers. And so I want to show you some little videos that my daughters did, just a little clip. And what they like to do is declutter and tidy their room and film it and make it into creative videos. They're not on social media, they don't have YouTube accounts or anything, but they're doing this as a creative outlet and as a pleasurable process. And they show me these videos and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they have that beautiful spark in them that is enjoying this process. That's what I want. It's like I want to bottle that and have it for myself. That's what I wrote about in At Home with Madame Chic. And a child can inherently have that with whatever they do, as long as they make the chore pleasurable for themselves. This got me thinking so much, and I thought, wow, you know, my kids are showing me something really valuable here. They're showing me that no matter what the task is, if you find a way to make it pleasurable for yourself in whatever way speaks to you, the task itself becomes a pleasure. And it doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be stressful. And this is good for our overall health, the beauty and wellness that I talk about in the title of this video. I'm going to take a minute to tell you about Pique, who have kindly sponsored today's video. So nothing could be more pleasurable than taking a tea break when you're in the middle of a very large decluttering project. And that is where Pique comes in. I love an afternoon matcha latte, and Pique has my favorite matcha. Their Sun Goddess matcha has so many wonderful properties to it. EGCG firms and brightens the skin. Their catechins help curb sugar and hunger cravings. It has chlorophyll, which supports skin clarity. The caffeine supports lipid metabolism. The L-theanine promotes calm and balance. Pique's matcha is 100% organic, ceremonial grade, and quadruple toxin screened. And 28 servings come in each carton. So when you buy matcha, you have to make sure that you're buying a high quality matcha. And I know I don't even need to think twice about it. That's what you get with Pique. I like to drink matcha with just hot water or mix it with nut milk and some wildflower honey for a lovely afternoon treat. I'm using the Pique beaker and immersion blender here to blend it nicely. For a limited time, enjoy 15% off plus free shipping on the Sun Goddess matcha when you shop my link. And thank you so much to Pique for sponsoring today's video. All right, so how do we make decluttering more enjoyable? My children found a way that works for them. So what works for us? And that really is the question, because it's going to be different for everyone. I have a few ideas here on what might help to make your decluttering process more beautiful and conducive to your own wellness. The first idea is to wear something you love. A lot of people approach cleaning and decluttering with drudgery. And so you might put on your old drudgery cleaning clothes to declutter, but you don't necessarily have to do that. In fact, if wearing those clothes makes you feel bad, I recommend that you don't do it. Wear a nice outfit, something that you feel great in, or if you have a beautiful summer caftan, or something that you feel good in that's comfortable and beautiful. If you feel good yourself, you're going to enjoy this. And again, it's actually putting importance behind the task where you're thinking, I'm not engaging in this act of drudgery just to get it over with as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to incorporate this into my day and be in the flow and enjoy it in a beautiful way. Now, if you're doing some like really dusty, crazy, like garage declutter, no, don't wear your nice dress. But you know what I mean? Like if you're doing your pantry, you don't have to wear your drudgery clothes. The next idea is to hydrate while you do it. Make sure you stay hydrated. This is all part of the whole being in the present moment process. So make sure you take frequent breaks to have a glass of water to keep yourself hydrated. Maybe you could have that cup of tea that we talked about, especially if it's a hot day. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself while you're doing it, because I know a lot of people can get lost in decluttering and spend hours doing it and then not take care of themselves while it's happening. The next idea is to notice your breathing. So while I was recently in my massive decluttering mode, I noticed again, because I'm so aware of this now, that I was stressed out. I was holding my breath or taking really shallow breaths, just trying to get through it as quickly as possible so I could get on to the next thing. And so while we are decluttering, we want to be mindful, especially of our breath. So be mindful of your breath. I recently did another video with Dr. Chloe where she shared her 3-part breath with us. And I started to do the 3-part breath while I was decluttering the pantry. And it helped me to slow down and to stop my mind, because my mind it's one of those productive minds where I think I need to do this. This would be more efficient if I did this. And I can't like relax and just focus on what I'm doing, right? So when I focus on my breath, I'm able to sink into that more and tell myself, no, I'm not doing other things. This is what I'm doing, and this is important. The next idea is to create a beautiful atmosphere while you're decluttering. This will remind you of why you're doing it, because you want to beautify your space. You want to create an atmosphere of beauty and wellness in your home. So, of course, there's many ways to do this, but playing music that you love could be something. If you have, a bouquet of flowers, nearby. Let's say you're doing a massive dining room declutter. You could focus on the flowers and think, when this is all over, the table's going to be decorated with just these flowers and candlesticks, for example. You could light a candle. My friend Jamie, who owns Cellar Door Candles, recently sent me this beautiful candle, grapefruit rose. Just the smell of this candle while I'm decluttering makes it so much more pleasurable. Do things that are pleasurable for you. Of course, the tip that always remains and forever will remain is to listen to a good audiobook or YouTube video or podcast while you're decluttering. Music is also powerful, but when I'm listening to something that's good, I don't want to stop. And that's when I complete the whole project and I enjoy it, and I actually don't even want to do anything else because I'm listening to this thing. So if you have a good audiobook or something like that, get yourself stuck in and you're going to thoroughly enjoy the process and probably end up doing more than you thought you would. I want to share a few final thoughts on decluttering for beauty and wellness. I want you to think of the why while you're doing it. We've been doing this a lot lately. We thought of the why with my spring cleaning video, like why do we spring clean? I shared the why behind the 10-item wardrobe, why we do it. And so it's so important to think about that, even with decluttering, like why do we declutter? And we all know why, but it's good to ponder it and really meditate on it. Don't get caught up in the numbers of the things that you're getting rid of. Just know why you're doing it, to beautify your space and your life and keep your surroundings in harmony and in tune with the frequency of which you want to live. The next idea is to be gentle on yourself. As I said, look at it in a comical way if you can. Sometimes things get so bad and I'm like, all I can do is laugh. You know, I've been busy and I'm sure you have been busy. Have a sense of humor about it and just kind of laugh about it and get your family involved in clearing it up too. But go easy on yourself. Make it light, make it fun. We are injecting pleasure into this. This is not a punishment, okay? Cleaning up this clutter. So I want you to take it slow. And also, don't push yourself. Like, you don't need to finish this whole project in one day. You can take bits and pieces of it. Like, for example, with the pantry. Right now, I'm just throwing away all the things that I want to throw away, like the expired food or things I don't want in there anymore. I'm not even organizing it just yet. I'm enjoying the process. I'm okay with it. I need to tell my hyper-productive mind that it's okay to just do that first step. And finally, to bring it back to my kids, who I'm super proud of, when you employ these practices, like approaching decluttering and cleaning and organization with a peaceful, sound mind and with joy and pleasure, your kids are noticing that. But if they see you stressed out in your drudgery clothes, like mad, angry, like rage cleaning, like we've all done before, because I totally have done that. You know, rage cleaning, or just wishing you could be doing something else, they notice that. And that's all they're going to know because you're their role model living with them. So notice that about yourself and think, whether it's with decluttering or any task that you have to do, to approach it from a place of poise, of calmness, of mindfulness, deep breathing, pleasure, enjoyment, because that's how we want our kids to be. When you tell your child to clean their room, right? If they're like banging things around and slamming the door and, you know, just like angry about it, how does that make you feel? Not good. So they don't want to see us doing that either. So we need to really be role models for them in this area. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that it gave you lots of food for thought on decluttering for beauty and wellness. Thank you so much to Pique for sponsoring. For a limited time, enjoy 15% off plus free shipping on the Sun Goddess Matcha when you shop my link. Thank you everyone for joining us here today. Keep calm and remain classy, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.
Thank you.